Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear Economics. Today we're tackling a deceptively simple question. What are legal tender laws? Why do governments impose them? And are they really fair? We'll explore it all through Austrian economics. What are legal tender laws? Legal tender laws are statutes that require creditors to accept specific forms of money to discharge debts. Meaning, if you owe someone $10, you can't demand payment in gold coins or Bitcoin. Only US dollars will do. Put simply, the government decides what money is and forces you to use it. Why did governments enact this? France, 1795, the currency became mandatory and they got hyperinflation. United States, 1862, Legal Tender Act issues greenbacks. To do what? Fund the Civil War debt. Historically, governments imposed legal tender to ensure that taxes, debts, and salaries flow back into the state coffers in the one currency that they control. No messy barter or foreign money disrupting tax collection. But there's an underbelly. Forced use of a state-issued currency gives the state near absolute control over its supply, and it paves the way for inflation. Inflation is a policy tool used to transfer wealth from the many to the few. Ludwig von Mises. Austrians view money as a spontaneous order, a commodity with value chosen by the market, not mandatory from above. Legal tender laws break that order. Monopoly on currency production equals no competition. Inflation as a stealth tax, erosion of your purchasing power. The Cantillon effect. First recipients of new money benefit. Last recipients, us, suffer. When the Fed prints new dollars, banks and government insiders get the new money first, able to buy goods at old prices. By the time the rest of us see those dollars, prices have already risen. So a few examples of what legal tender laws do. First, Weimar Germany, 1921 through 1923. Hyperinflation made the mark worthless. People literally needed wheelbarrows full of currency to buy simple provisions. 2. US inflation, 1970s. The Consumer Price Index, the CPI, rose over 50% from 1970 to 1980. Savings evaporated. Imagine your money over a 10-year period losing having it be worth 50% less than when you started saving. Had gold or silver been legal tender, savers could have opted out of this currency destruction. Instead, they were forced to accept dollars that lost half their value in a decade. Are legal tender laws fair? From an Austrian perspective, no. You should be free to contract in any medium of exchange. If you and I agree on a payment in gold, that should hold. Let's see, a quick fairness check. Choice? Denied. Competition? Eliminated. Transparency? Hidden inflation tax. Doesn't seem very fair. If legal tender laws were abolished, market solutions would probably emerge. Commodity monies, gold and silver, backed by vaults, private digital currencies, Bitcoin, or maybe some stable coins, local currencies pegged to real goods. That's spontaneous order in action. Legal tender laws are more than technical statutes. They underpin the state's power to inflate and effectively to tax without legislation. Austrian economics reminds us coercion in money choice corrodes both markets and individual freedom. What do you think? Would you prefer the freedom to choose your own money? I would. Drop a comment below, hit like if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for more no-nonsense economics. I'll see you in the next video.